Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Locker Room Power Block. Hey, don't change that channel. You're not watching the Mud Puppet Show. It's just the director of the Pro Wrestling Locker Room. He said he wanted some style and substance on this show, so he called up the Mud Puppets.
We wanted some class, so I decided to wear my finest garments like our normal host, Bubba. I thought I'd keep things kind of level for you. What a treat for you fans out there today. The Mud Puppets hosting the show.
Well, now your Flash shirt is a little nicer than Bubba's Flash shirt. His has a giant chicken grease stain just smeared down the front.
Bubba doesn't believe in napkins. They're against his religion. It's kind of weird.
Let's get to the first match. So here, Ryan, we've got a triple threat match. Jamal King, Jacob Mercury, and Nick Moss.
And we see Joel there, Nick Moss wearing the singlet. And why does this gentleman who just rolled out of the ring have a giant butterfly tattoo on his chest?
Hey, you tell me. That there is Jacob Mercury, and that's a question I've been asking myself in pre-production when I was watching some of this footage. I can't explain it, Ryan.
You know, I like what Mercury's doing here, though, Joel. He rolled to the outside. He's letting the other two guys mix it up. Sometimes that's a smart strategy when you're in a triple threat.
Some say smart, some say cowardly. Look at Jamal King using the ref as a bit of a springboard to go into the splash there. Hits the ropes, goes under. Oh, Nick Moss, though, comes back with a knee right to the chest.
Moss caught him with that. Ooh, but King is right back up, and he is not feeling it at all. He looks angry, Joel.
Well, this is, of course, from the TWA FlatRock RiverFest, which you saw in the open there. This was held September 19th. And now Jacob Mercury in the ring, and maybe he's going to stay in this time. Ducks under.
Mercury, bad move there, and right back to the outside. He's going to take another breather. Well, but Moss is making a cardinal mistake here, Joel. Ooh.
Yeah, and I got to say, the other two they do seem to be ganging up on him.
Well, you see a guy with a giant butterfly in his chest. I think it's just human nature. You just want to punch that person.
Might not be a bad point, but I'll tell you what, neither one of these guys, Moss nor Mercury, wants to underestimate Jamal King. Jamal King recently took on the DBA at the Trenton Scarecrow Fest and gave DBA all he could handle, albeit in a losing effort.
Oh, King is obviously a big, strong dude, and you see he's going to use that power advantage here with some brawling in the corner. But wait a minute, Mercury's coming back in to attack from behind, Joel.
He came fluttering in, didn't he, Ryan?
He came flying right in, Joel.
You know, we're going to have to see if we can get Heel Fan on this. Maybe get an interview with this guy to explain that butterfly tattoo as he whips Moss into the corner.
Well, you know, I hear Mercury recently came out of his cocoon, Joel.
Oh, there we go. Well, he did deliver a nice flying double knee there.
Got to give him that. He seems to have some skills. Side Russian leg sweep into a cover.
Yeah, and right now clearly in control of this match. A 2 count before the pin is broken up by Moss.
Moss, Joel, seems like a scrappy little brawler there. Just some kicks and punches. Nice suplex, too.
You know what? They made one mistake there, though. Moss should have taken that right over into the pin. He let the leg go. He had it hooked. He let it go.
He may have had time. You might be right. What is this? Both men are going to the top here.
They seem to be working in concert again. Oh. A swanton dive there.
Wait a minute.
Moss came down on Jamal King with the 1, the 2, and the 3, and he got him. I'll tell you what, Nick Moss just outsmarted Jamal King without a doubt there, Ryan.
Very, very intelligent move on his part. You go after the man who's already had the damage done to him.
Hey, they were working together all match, and that's what a triple threat match is all about. You look for that opportunity to strike when the iron is hot, and Nick Moss did that. Now here we go, our second match of the night here. This is from MPW Halloween Heat, as you see, the Midnight Kid there in the mask taking on the tall drink of water, Atlas Hytower.
And Joel, we don't know much about the Midnight Kid. He seems a mysterious sort of fellow.
Oh yeah, definitely short on knowledge for this guy.
We have seen Atlas Hytower before, and again, he is a tall guy, he's a powerful guy, and he's going to have to use that to his advantage because the Midnight Kid looks like he might be a speedier wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you're talking a classic matchup between power and speed here. And this, of course, was from the recent MPW show on October 17th, just a few weekends ago, in Southgate.
You see some nice technical wrestling here, and Joel, you know, I appreciate the techniques, but I just like seeing guys get punched in the face. To me, forget the wrist locks, forget the headlocks, the intricate takeovers. Just kick someone in the teeth.
Mm-hmm. Well, you never were much for the scientific side of just about anything, right?
No, I don't understand it. Oh, nice chop there by Hytower, though.
Well, and right now the Midnight Kid, he's in trouble. I mean, in Hytower for a big guy, don't be mistaken. He can move as well.
Yeah, the Midnight Kid might be wishing his name was the 1 a.m. Kid. He had come later and missed this match.
Oh my goodness! Mud Puppet Ryan with the awful wordplay.
Well, I thought it was a thing of beauty there, Joel. And again, Hytower going to the wrist and controlling him. The Midnight Kid impressively able to push him into the corner.
Yeah, I think Hytower might be suckering him in. And then indeed, you see another chop delivered to the Midnight Kid.
Vicious chop, and when you're a bigger guy like that, you can really get the leverage and lay those in. And you can hear the stinging blow of that chop.
Reversal there. Oh, Midnight Kid did not fall for that one. Now Hytower finds himself planted on the mat.
Nice suplex by the Midnight Kid. And there we go. Kick him again. I love it.
Little unorthodox for a guy his size, but you want to keep a dog down, put the boots to him. That's exactly what he did there. Nice swinging neck breaker.
You see, Hytower took that right on the back of his head. And he was feeling it, Joel. Uh-oh.
Midnight Kid getting in the face of the official a bit there. Not what you want to do.
Maybe he felt that was a little bit of a slow count. I might agree with him.
I completely disagree. And a nice uppercut in the corner there. You know, but Midnight Kid has succeeded in doing one thing here. He's taken the big man off his feet, and he needs to continue to do that.
Northern Lights suplex into a cover. I'll tell you what, Joel, when a guy's down on the canvas, that height advantage is gone. You might as well forgive it. And again, he's getting in the referee's face.
That's a very good point, but I got to say, he's making a huge mistake here. The referee, I'm sorry, is not going to win or lose you a match. You do that on your own.
Boot right in the back, driving his neck across those ropes. Perfectly legal until the referee hits a 5 count.
Hytower needs to regroup now. He's letting the little man dictate the pace of the match.
Wow, nice suplex into the cover. We've seen a nice variety of suplexes here from the Midnight Kid. I'm impressed with this guy's skills, Joel.
Yeah, I gotta say, I did not expect him to get Hytower on the mat and on the ropes so early in this match. You would think the early stages would benefit the big man.
And returning the favor with some of those vicious chops, takes him over and continues working on that back. The damage those suplexes did, now cinching in that reverse chin lock, and he's got the knee right in the spine.
Well, I may not agree with his tactics, but so far this masked man may be making a believer out of some people in this crowd.
Hytower's gonna fight his way up. Oh, nice move by Hytower. Drove his head into the jaw of the Midnight Kid.
And that could be the equalizer, the opening that Hytower needs. Another chop.
You cannot give this big dude an opening like that. He'll take advantage and hit those blows he's hitting are hitting hard. Oh,
puts down the smaller man to the mat. You only wonder, you worry that he's going to that well too many times. What else can Atlas pull out of his bag of tricks here to stop this smaller man?
He's gonna have to hit some high-octane offense here, Joel. These chops and these punches are great, but he's gonna have to hit something big to keep the kid down.
There's a big splash there, and that may have just knocked the wind entirely out of the Midnight Kid.
He's gonna follow it up with a nice butterfly suplex. Took him all the way over.
Don't bring up butterflies again. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Midnight Kid.
You say Midnight Kid is feeling that suplex. His back took some serious damage on that one. Hytower's right on top of him. Oh, but Kid returns the favor with a jawbreaker of his own. Oh, Midnight Kid able to use the agility there and take him down.
I'll tell you right now, this thing could go either way. Nobody has exactly seized the momentum. A nice knee there puts Hytower right back against the ropes. I'll tell you what, for a smaller guy, the Midnight Kid has a bit of a mean streak in him.
He hits hard. That knee caught Hytower right in the temple, Joel. He might be out.
You're right, that could be everything. Oh, a very cocky, lazy pin there. And Hytower took exception and kicked out with a little extra oomph. And the Midnight Kid may come to regret that.
Midnight Kid trying to earn some style points there. Oh, but it's costing him, and you are right, Joel.
He missed the big splash. Can Hytower capitalize? An elbow right to the chest. Takes him over. Oh, drives his face into the mat.
Innovative.
1, 2, and 3. And Atlas Hytower on the ropes for much of that match, Ryan. Desperation maneuver pulls it out in the end.
I gotta say, Joel, the Midnight Kid, the one thing he's gonna regret is that cocky cover.
I think he may have cost himself the match, and now we come to our main event of the Power Block. The Monroes and Jaimy Cox taking on the House of Truth, comprised of the Scarboni brothers and Palmer Chase, a recent graduate of the House of Truth.
Okay.
And of course, as you'll see throughout this matchup, Truth Martini himself will be at ringside.
Truth Martini may be the smartest man in pro wrestling, Joel. This guy knows what it takes to build champions, to build winners, and he does it consistently and often.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. I may not always agree with the man's tactics, his attitude, but he gets results and he represents some of the most successful wrestlers on the Michigan indie scene. And right now you see the House of Truth parading about the outside of the ring like they own the joint.
Oh, they're showing off a little bit. You see Jaimy CoxXx in there. You see the Monroes. You see the DBA and, of course, his son, Malcolm Monroe III.
Now, it's worth pointing out, Jaimy CoxXx had been sidelined for a long time, and this was his first match back after a lengthy injury to his ribs.
Oh, and you know, it's always tough when you're coming back from an injury. You don't know how far to push yourself. You don't know what's going to happen when you step into the ring for the first time after being hurt. And the House of Truth, Joel, taking their time getting in the ring, they're really playing it up out there.
He'll definitely be tested in this one. And of course, the Monroes comprised of the DBA, the most dangerous man on the Michigan indie scene, and his son, Malcolm Monroe III.
Yeah, and he has been teaching his son many things, Joel, like how to be a thug, how to cheat, how to hit people with chains and chairs.
All right, that's enough. And you know, you wouldn't dare say that if the DBA were here in
studio. If the DBA were here, I would just leave right now. I would never come back.
Well, you know, I gotta disagree with your nonsense there. DBA has taught his son a lot of things. He's taught him how to work that ring. He's taught him how to cut that ring in half in a tag team format such as this. He's taught him how to become a wrestler.
I have no problem with the young man's skills. He's a skilled wrestler, and you can tell his father has taught him well. Oh, look at that. DBA throwing up the double birds to start things off. And you want to see, he's proving my point, Joel. He's proving my point.
Okay. You know, DBA's always been a bit salty, and right now he's squaring off in there. Is that Sonny Scarboni he's in there with?
Yeah, that's right, Joel. And the Scarbonis are not to be trifled with. These guys are an experienced tag team. They know what's going on.
Of course, you know, XICW, they hold all of their shows up at the Ritz in Warren, and this one no exception. They've been running there for, I believe, 15 years or more now, Ryan?
Raucous crowd in there every single show, and there's a reason for that. XICW puts on great wrestling. They bring in big stars and put on some of the best local wrestling you can see.
And now the recent graduate, Palmer Cruz, in there, you know, this guy made a name for himself by scoring an unlikely win over DPA, and then by defeating the monster, the mysterious Movado.
Really? Well, Joel, I don't know much about this young man, but that's impressive right there because I've seen a lot of Movado, and Movado is a tough customer.
And this is another recent show from the Michigan indie scene, this one taking place October 18th, as you see DBA whipping Cruz off the ropes there. Oh, nice. That'll put a man down.
Yes, it will. And now the youngster coming in, Monroe III. Ooh, nice kick right to the leg. Took him down.
Yeah, MM3, he does a lot of acrobatics. He's quick.
And you can see the athleticism. You can see. And the referee, why are two men from this team being allowed in the ring so often?
A leg drop by Jaimy CoxXx, and I'll let you have that as a legitimate complaint. I was just wondering myself who the legal man was. I saw several tags, and the referee seems to just sort of be letting it go. Now he seems to be restoring some order. So we have Jaimy CoxXx and Vinny Scarboni seem to be the legal men.
Vinny Scarboni, Joel, he is a powerhouse. He is a brawler. You see Jaimy CoxXx coming firing out with some big right hands.
Well, these guys are both veterans. They've had a lot of battles over the years. But you're right. I mean, the Scarbonis, they've won gold just about every promotion they went to, and usually it's been under the tutelage of one Truth Martini.
And you see Truth out there, Joel, preaching to his men, telling them what to do, giving them instructions. He is not a hands-off manager. He will get involved if he has to.
Nicely done. CoxXx ramming Scarboni's face right into that top turnbuckle. Now it looks like he's going to go for the mounted punches. Referee giving him the count. Jaimy fires him up. There's 2, 3. Oh, yeah, he's going to take it all the way. These fans at XICW are eating it up.
Those close fists right to the side of the head, and down goes Scarboni.
You want to test a man, put a couple of fists right in his mush.
Yeah, that's a good oh.
And right now, oh, Vinny's in a bad spot.
He is in the worst possible area. He's got to get over to his opponent. He's trying to tag Truth Martini.
Yeah, he's in La La Land right now, and now Jaimy puts him out of the ring and to the floor.
And there's Sonny Scarboni coming in from behind Joel and knocking Jaimy Cox right out of the ring.
Yep, we jump ahead for time restraints here, folks, and looks like everyone other than Palmer Cruz on the outside. Now Malcolm Monroe the third using the official to come diving over the top, and he wipes them all out.
Flying over the top.
And look at that Palmer Cruz like a coward, not even in the fight, standing on his apron.
He's doing what you're supposed to do in a tag match. He's out there waiting. He's listening to his manager, and watch this. Here he comes.
He flies through the ropes, and he takes out the entire squad. Now the DBA's in there.
Oh boy, oh boy. He's going to the top, Joel. The DBA's gonna fly.
DBA using part of the ceiling to boost himself up.
Oh boy.
This could be a train wreck right here.
This could be trouble.
Human wreckage. Here we go.
Oh.
My goodness, he dives. Everyone taken out again.
And one of DBA's boots, Joel, went right in the mush of one of the Scarbonis. I didn't catch which one it was, but he caught a boot right in the face on that.
They talk too much anyways.
And that is the danger when you got guys flying out of the ring like that. You don't, oh wow, you don't know what you're going to get hit with and how, but you know it's going to hurt.
This is all purely heat of the moment because it's tough to say who grabs momentum out of a large brawl like this. You've been beaten, you've been battered, both sides have swung the momentum back and forth. Now it's all down to who can get back in the ring and score the pin. I'm not even sure who the legal man is here, Ryan, on either side.
No, and the crowd, Joel, they were out there fighting amongst the crowd. The security doing their best to hold the crowd back.
And you can see the official there on the apron counting. Sonny Scarboni throwing a fist into MM3's face.
He's trying. The referee's trying his best, Joel, to get order, but I just don't know.
You got Cox and Cruz facing off. Oh, nice back body drop there. Someone's got to get back in the ring and win this thing.
DBA taking a jawbreaker over on the other side of the ring. This thing is broken completely down, and the referee cannot get it under control.
He seems to have given up. He looks like he's issuing some orders, but all the wrestlers continue to wail on each other on the outside of the ring.
And Jaimy Cox was just dropped face first on a chair out there, Joel. He may be seriously hurt.
Well, and you got to wonder with the pre-existing injury that he had just come back from. He said he was completely healed up, but you always have to wonder if a guy out of pride rushed himself back, may have re-injured something out there. Now DBA has got one of the Scarbonis back in the ring. Vinny whips him into the corner. Slowly, they all sort of make their way back to their respective sides.
Oh, flying drop kick, and he caught him with both boots right in the jaw.
Now
Scarboni is out, Joel.
2 and a kick out. Now everyone has made it back to their respective corners. You see Truth Martini lurking on the outside there still. He can never be trusted, and now it's DBA who's had the ring cut off.
And he is in the absolute worst place you can be, in your opponent's corner. All three men can get shots in on him.
That's Sonny Scarboni just wailing on him. And this late in the match, it is crucial to trap a man in your corner like that.
Driving that boot right into the solar plexus and again, and that just drives the air out of your body, Joel. It makes it hard to breathe, hard to get up and keep fighting. But we know that's one thing I'll give the DBA. He will not stop fighting.
Absolutely, but I may not like it right now. I may not like to admit it, but right now, the House of Truth has the obvious advantage. And there's Truth Martini right there. You knew at some point. You knew at some point he was going to try this garbage. And now Palmer Cruz getting in on the act too.
Taking advantage with the referee's back turn, Joel. It's as old as wrestling itself, and it's smart.
But you know what? They're not going to put down a tough cookie like the DBA like that.
You know, outside interference, Joel, it may not be honest, but it's smart, and honest men don't make a lot of money in wrestling.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that wisdom.
It's true.
Another kick out there. The DBA, he may not get put down by any of these antics, but no doubt he needs to make a tag to one of his partners right now.
Yeah, he has expended a lot of energy. He's taken a lot of punishment. Wait a minute. Oh!
Turning the tables now.
But does he have enough to make that tag, Joel? Can he get over there?
Vinny Scarboni was caught sleeping because his team was in complete control of this match ever since that big brawl. The action had moved back in the ring, and now the tag is made to his son, Malcolm Monroe III. Nice kick to the midsection of Palmer Cruz. He's fighting off the Scarboni in there now.
Oh,
look at that.
beautiful.
Up and over, took him down.
But Cruz with that knee, Joel, leapt right into his face.
Put down the uprising. I'll tell you what, MM3 came in there with so much energy, you thought maybe he had enough to capture the momentum and put it away for his team, but I'll give it to Palmer Cruz.
You see why this young man's had early success, Joel, beating DBA, beating Movado. He's a skilled wrestler, and he's a smart wrestler.
I'll say this. He fits right in with the House of Truth. I can see exactly.
Absolutely.
He lies like a snake in the grass until there's an opportunity to do something dirty, and then he takes it. What is Vinny Scarboni doing?
He's baiting Jaimy Cox, who took it, and look at this. Jaimy Cox is costing his own teammate.
Well, look, yeah, Jamie's got to have a little cooler head there. But what was Vinny's? It looked like he was like trying to make it rain or something.
And maybe he was. Who knows? Maybe
loser.
he's bragging about all the money House of Truth's going to get for winning this big match.
Well, right now they've regained control of this match.
And it's got to be tough, Joel. If you're the DBA, you're standing out there, you're watching your son get beat on, pounded on. And as a father, that's got to be rough to see this happen, especially when it's dirty tactics happening from the House of Truth.
Well, MM3 trying to work out of this, throwing some elbows into the stomach of Sonny, and Sonny puts a running knee right into his gut.
That knee absolutely turned that young man inside out. Yeah. That was a thing of beauty.
The Scarbonis, you see why they've been so successful? They're using the 5 count to their advantage. Now Vinny enters.
Well, now they're talking to the crowd a little bit, Joel.
Well, and that's what they do. They're always yapping at the crowd. These guys are jerks.
I'll say one thing. Don't take your eyes off of Malcolm Monroe III. This young man's got a lot of energy. You don't want to give him even an instant. Ooh, Cruz with a vicious kick.
Well, that's a fine point you make. He is the youngest by far. Probably the best cardio in this ring. He's going to be the last man to wear down.
Yeah, very agile young man, but boy, that doesn't do you a lot of good when you got someone's shoulder going right into your midsection.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you just watch the Scarbonis on the apron. They just make you sick. I've watched these guys for years on the Michigan indie scene, Ryan, and one word comes to mind: puke. That's what they make me want to do every time I watch them.
You know what comes to mind for me is success, titles, money. That's what these guys have accomplished, Joel. The Scarbonis are known all throughout the state. They're one of the best tag teams that we have around here. There's a reason for their success, and we're seeing it tonight.
And despite all that success, they still make me want to puke. What does that say about their character?
That says something about you, my friend.
Suplex. Cruz delivers to Malcolm Monroe III, and look out, DBA gets in there and makes a save that time. I tell you what, we mentioned during that brawl that Jaimy Cox may have been re-injured.
Right.
He is not, unless I'm mistaken, he's not actually been in the ring since.
He hasn't, and he seems like he's moving a little bit gingerly out there on the apron, Joel. It is possible out there on the floor he may have gotten hurt again.
And the House of Truth continues to cut off the ring expertly. And Palmer Cruz, I mean, he looks like a vet in there. It looks like he's been working with the Scarbonis, you know, all up and down the East Coast.
He's learned from the best, Joel, and wait a minute.
Now this is the danger they run.
That he absolutely spiked Scarboni there.
And now MM3 needs to make the tag.
Can he get into his corner? He doesn't know exactly where he is in the ring, Joel. He's taken such a beating.
And again, Cox would be the freshest, but we don't know if he's at 100%.
Cox looks like he wants in there. Both men crawling slowly to their corners. Who's going to get there first might determine this match. About the same time, Jaimy Cox and Palmer Cruz in. Ooh, big clotheslines from Cox.
Again, it looks like this thing might be erupting into a brawl. Jaimy ducks that one, plants a kick right there to Vinny. Come on, Jaimy, hit the ropes.
Ooh, slams him down, and Jaimy Cox looks like, he definitely doesn't look like he's injured here. What's this?
The ring is cluttered with bodies right now.
Cox has them stacked up.
There he goes, hitting one of his signature maneuvers. Will it be enough? Can he get the pin? It looks like Vinny rolling out of the ring, and now Sonny in there, attacking like a dog from behind.
Smart move, though. Oh, wait a minute.
Reversal? Does he have it cinched?
Pump handle into the backbreaker. He's got him, Joel.
Count it. That's going to be a 2.
Oh.
And just, 2 and 3/4. You can see DBA's even telling him, come on, ref. I'll tell you that last count seemed like it hung up in the air for a little too long for my liking.
Oh, wait a minute. And now Vinny Scarboni being brought in.
Jaimy didn't want to do that. That was a heat of the moment thing. There was two guys in the ring now. Now Jaimy chucked to the outside.
Turned his back to his opponent, and that was a big mistake on the part of Jaimy Cox.
And this idiotic Scarbonis showboating again, and they get what they deserve. DBA taking their stinking heads off.
A vicious double clothesline from DBA, and he is pumped up.
Now Malcolm Monroe III in there, throwing fist alongside his father. Who's at the upper hand, though? Looks like the Scarbonis here.
As of now, the double whip. Wait a minute, do-si-do.
DBA off, into a springboard stunner. That could do it. I'm not sure how the other one got taken down, but both Scarboni's down and out, rolling to the apron, out of the ring. Palmer Cruz stepping in.
Oh, he might be in trouble here,
yeah,
Joel.
He's on the wrong end of the numbers game. Malcolm Monroe III. A standing moonsault. That could be it. What's DBA got here? Is DBA setting up for his signature move? The flaming elbow? If he hits this, Palmer Cruz is going to cruise right on out of town. Malcolm Monroe III looks like he's going up to the opposite top rope. Truth Martini, you got to watch him on the outside. The ref's got his eyes on him. Good.
Do something, Truth. Grab him. Grab his ankle. Pull him down.
And the Monroes look like they're set to end this thing. Come on, deliver it.
Might be taking too much time here, Joel.
It's not a bad point. Malcolm Monroe III. It's hard to see what he's doing on the opposite. There he goes. He hits an elbow. DBA now. He brings something over to his father.
Help.
Flaming elbow. There it is. You can see the flames coming off.
Come on.
It's all legal. It's all legal. Pin him. Count it. 1, 2. And the refs pulled out.
Yes.
Give me a break.
Yes.
Blatant disqualification. Truth Martini just yanked him out. His men were beaten, and he yanked the ref out by his foot.
Well done, Truth Martini. I love it. I love it, Joel.
And this is why I'm sickened by the acts of Truth Martini.
Wait a minute.
Malcolm Monroe III, there you go. Kicks him, just like he deserved.
How dare he put his hands and his foot on Truth Martini.
These Scarbonis, they're the typical jock mentality, you idiot party frat boys. I can't stand them.
You are way out of line on this.
Out of line, please.
Out of line.
Please.
And your support of DBA and his son and Jaimy Cox. You're just so biased. It's unbelievable.
What's Jaimy doing now? He's got Palmer Cruz in there.
Jaimy Cox is measuring him. Cruz, they better beware, but he's taking a ton of punishment, including 2 flaming elbows.
Drive his face right into the mat, Jaimy. Drive it right into the mat. There you go.
Vicious.
I hope he has to wear one of those Phantom of the Opera masks. And the referee counted it. The referee decided to let this match continue. He did not disqualify the House of Truth. I hadn't even realized it. Jaimy Cox hits his finish. The match is over. The Monroes and Jaimy Cox are victorious over the notorious House of Truth.
Disgusting. The Monroes and Jaimy Cox should have been disqualified the moment they put their hands.
But why should they have been
disqualified? The moment they
disqualified?
put their hands on Truth Martini. That should be
He's not
against
a
the rules.
legal
He lit
participant
his
in the
elbow on
match.
fire, Joel. He lit his elbow on fire.
Yeah.
How is that legal?
Hey, you know, House of Truth, it's okay for them to play fast and loose with the rules, but it's not okay when it goes the other way,
No,
pal.
it's not.
Well, I'll tell you what, fans, that's all the time we've got for the PWL Power Block today. We hope you enjoyed it. We know you damn sure enjoyed it more than having Big Bubba Luscious on the set. We're the Mud Puppets, and we out.